Sup guys, episode 2, Sip This. First coffee review. This should be interesting. I've never done a coffee review before, ever. But today, we're trying Fog Cutter from the grocery store right across the street. Fresh Time, that's what it's called. Fog Cutter. In the future, I'm going to be using more higher end coffees because I went to a coffee place with the lady a couple weeks ago. I think it was a couple weeks ago. Felt like a couple weeks ago. And I think I had the best coffee. It was a pour over. I need to figure out what beans they used because it was bomb. Today I just used a French press, boiled the water, let it cool down for about 2 minutes after it was boiling. 7 tablespoons coffee grounds into the French press. I'm using this book. That's where I get these numbers from. As of right now, I am still a novice. Then fill that thing up, 16 ounces. I pour about 3-4 ounces over beans to blossom to get the flavor out. And then I will finish it with a 4-minute brew of all the water, press it, and then taste it, and we got it right here. So, tasting. Any coffee enthusiasts are watching this, please let me know tips, tricks, helpful things to enhance the palate. But I think the only way to enhance the palate is to try tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of coffee. So today, as we were sitting here getting ready for this video, do a little sniff test. It's got a earthy, smoky kind of scent to it, aroma, if you would say. I feel like I should be at a campfire in the morning, maybe a little sunrise action. So that's not too bad. Give it a little taste next. Swish it a little bit. Let it hit all the taste buds. Very strong taste. I think I might have used too many tablespoons of coffee. I like my coffee strong and dark, really dark. None of that sugar and crap. Right away on the tongue, bitter. Can't really taste anything else because my palate sucks right now. Aftertaste is pretty good though. Again, that smoky, earthy aftertaste. Hints of dark chocolate. I did not read this either to see what is brewed with it. So I'm just going off the top of the dome for my first ever coffee tasting. It's pretty good though. I don't know. As time goes on, I will try different things, more and more coffees, try different brewing methods, espresso, pour overs, AeroPress. I don't like drip coffee. I think it's real watery. I use a French press now. That's all I use, so it's good stuff. For the first ever Sip This coffee tasting, I would have to give this coffee pretty high marks on smell and aroma. Very earthy, smoky. I like that. Taste is really bitter up front on the tongue. Not too much of a fan of that. It's not that smooth going down. And the aftertaste, I don't mind. It is very strong, and again, that just might be because I use too many tablespoons of coffee. It's all about experimenting. Sip This, episode 2, first coffee taste test, complete. Hey, episode 2, Sip This. Quick thought. This is gonna be a quick one. I've been thinking about this, and a lot of people don't. Your thoughts are way more powerful than you think. This thing up here is more than just a hat rack. Shout out to Ian for that one. Ian Berg, roommate, best bud. But really, how are you going about your day rearranging your thoughts and mind in order to develop the foundation of who you are? I really want you to think about this before next episode and get down to the bottom of who you are as a person. What do you do? Who do you hang out with? How do you think? Why do you think that way? What are your first thoughts when you get up? Are they negative, like, oh, why am I getting out of bed? What do you do every single day up here that affects what you do with a job, with your relationships, with your family, with anything? It's funny because until I truly started thinking about myself
and really being selfish that way, a lot of doors were closed. Your thoughts and the way you think every single day is the key to your next move. Do you know truly who you are and what you're doing? Think about that for a second. For example, like family, school, relationship, and fitness or health and wellness are the core 4 pillars of who I am as a person. My family is huge in my life, and it's funny because we're like a family where we can talk and catch up and chat, but we're also a family that gives space, allows each other to do what they want to do on their time. There's never once been a no, you can't do this, or no, I won't support you within our family, my direct family, so mom, dad, and sister. And it's been amazing, and that's truly a blessing, I would say. That is a huge part of my foundation. And then currently my relationship with my girlfriend is amazing. She helps me grow. I want to say I help her grow and help her think in different ways that she usually doesn't think, and she gets me thinking in ways that I'm uncomfortable thinking, but that's very important in a relationship, I feel, to build a bond and build strength with one another and truly challenge each other to be the best person each one of us can be on a day-to-day basis. The next one is school. School is right now probably 70% of my foundation because it's such a big factor to who I'm going to be for my family in the future and for myself, really. I did that for me. I want to really truly help every single person I can help. It starts with you and your foundation and how you think. Your thoughts play such a huge role in how you do things, your attitude, your health, your wellness. It's amazing. So I would say school right now is very, very important to who I am. And I'm still learning that area of who I am as I go through school. I got 2 more years, amazing classmates. And I learn from each and every single one of them every day because everyone brings their own thought process to our class. And it's pretty amazing. And then the last one is my physical health and wellness. I went through a real stressful time with my first couple terms of school just because of the workload on a day-to-day basis. So that was really, really tough. I'm finally getting back into the swing of things. Started eating right again, counting macros, doing all that stuff. I would say family, relationship, school, and my physical well-being is allowing me to do what I want to do. It's what gets me out of bed in the morning. It keeps me going. And I got that long-term goal. I got a lot of long-term goals. For the people who watch this, which hopefully are a couple more every single week, I would love for you guys to comment in the comment section. I want to know your foundation. What are the 4 pillars? And it can be more. It can be 2 pillars. It can be 4 pillars. What are the 4 pillars of your foundation that keeps you sturdy and grounded and wakes you up and drives you to be who you want to be? Last thing here, and then I got to get going. Sitting outside of Dumbros right now. I got to study. Got a busy week next week at school. Couple tests, couple quizzes. Know this, you are the creator of your own happiness. No one else can truly create what you want to create. People help with happiness. Don't get me wrong. I have plenty of people in my life that up my spirits and get me through hard times and do all that stuff. But in order to be truly happy, it starts with your thoughts and your process of thinking and developing the core pillars of who you are as a person. I want you to think about that. Put your comments on what drives you. Don't let anyone else control how you think, how you work, your happiness. It starts with you and it ends with you. People are a huge part of developing your happiness, but until you are 100% satisfied with who you are as a person, it's pretty nuts how once you start thinking about the things that will elevate you to that next level, the floodgates open wide up. I see way too many people complaining about random shit that they can control. It just baffles me how people can go through life, which is a gift in the first place, and complain and be jealous and do all that stuff. You are the controller of who you are and who you're gonna be. There's so many opportunities on this planet to do whatever the hell you wanna do. So go out, get this on the right track, and start thinking about what it is you really see yourself as. I think next week for the episode, I am going to start just recording rants in the middle of the week and just do a montage of that word. I'm going to wake up on Monday, pick a word out of the topics, and for that whole week, I'm going to concentrate. My sole focus is how to develop my mindset and how to develop the thought process around that word. It's going to be interesting. A lot of random chats, random talks, but I think it's going to bring more perspective. That's going to be fun. There'll be more content, more things to say, but it's just going to be one word. For those who do and will follow this consistently, I appreciate the love. It means a lot. I've gotten some texts and some shout outs about keep doing what you're doing, and that's truly why I'm doing this. I'm doing it for myself, hold myself accountable, but I'm also doing it for those who do need assistance rethinking who they really are. And I still don't know who I truly am as a person. I'm only 26 years old. I have another 60 plus years of my life to develop my thought process, being who I am, helping as many people as I can. So throughout next week, I'm going to be shooting this video in spurts. Please leave a comment in the comment section. I would really love to know what your foundation is, what's your thought process throughout the day, what drives you, what pushes you. The journey's just beginning, guys. It's gonna be fun. There's gonna be highs, there's gonna be lows, but that happens. Every single journey has highs and lows. If you don't have highs and lows, you're really not doing it right, I think. Stay tuned. Episode 2, SipThis, building your thoughts, the foundation.